The name's Pavlitsky, Sam Pavlitsky, and this is Tips for Tuesday. Alright guys, so today we'll be talking about something called dual agency. That is not to be confused with double agency. Now, I think dual agency is terrible no matter if you're the buyer, the seller, or the actual agent. But before I get going on my little rant, let me read to you what are the actual duties of your realtor. Remember, this is only if you have an exclusive agreement signed with a realtor, which is what you should have if you actually end up going into a transaction, going into an escrow on a home. Here we go. So, a realtor owes their client undivided loyalty, reasonable care, disclosure, obedience to lawful instruction, confidentiality, accountability. Agent must put their client's interest first and attempt to negotiate terms acceptable to their client. Just from that description alone, there's a bunch of things I could nitpick on why dual agency is a terrible idea for all parties involved. Out of that description though, I think the most basic thing it boils down to is the fact that the agent must put their client's interest first. How the hell are you going to put your client's interest first if you have two clients? Remember, there's only one agent and then a buyer and a seller. One agent, two clients. It's just not possible to have two parties' best interest and be loyal to both parties if there's only one agent. You end up kind of becoming more of just a facilitator than really serving each client to the best of your ability. For example, if I'm a dual agent and the buyer makes an offer on a house and then I present that offer to the seller, if the seller asks me things like, is this a good offer? Should I counteroffer? What should I counteroffer at? Well, I wouldn't really be able to answer even just simple questions like that, because answering those questions for the seller would go against my loyalty to the buyer. If I'm about to make the biggest financial decision of my life, wouldn't I want just one person fighting for me in my corner, being there for my best interest, watching out for me, and not just have some guy who can't really help me out, but who's just there to kind of facilitate the whole process? So why would anybody ever use dual agency? Well, from what I see out there, the single biggest reason that dual agency ever happens is because there's actually buyers who will push for this. What the buyer's train of thought is that if they don't have their own agent, then the listing agent, person selling the home, is going to make double the commission. There's one less agent to pay. So by that agent, the dual agent, making double the commission, they will lower their commission just a little bit and use that money to put towards, the buyer's down payment or closing cost or whatever. Basically, it's just buyers looking for a discount. And you know what? Sometimes it works out for people. It totally does. There's buyers out there who've pushed for dual agency and they've saved maybe $5,000, $10,000, maybe even more on their home price. But again, you're taking a gamble because you don't really have anybody fighting in your corner on what is this huge financial decision, this huge decision in your life. The other big reason that it happens is because there's realtors out there who are greedy. Of course there are. Because why wouldn't you want to get paid double just for a little bit more work? Sure, you have another client to take care of, but it's all in the same transaction. It's not that much more work to do. But that's where the first big red flag comes in. If you're working with a realtor that's pushing for double agency, somehow trying to convince that it's a good deal for you, especially if you're a seller, you might want to think twice about using that realtor. Because most likely that realtor's motivation is to get paid double than what they originally were going to get paid. And if that's their motivation, they're already breaking their duty to you, which is to put your best interest first, not theirs. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope there was something useful in there for you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, or please like my Facebook page. It would mean the world to me. If there's anything you'd like to see me discuss in my video, or if you have any questions, please just comment or shoot me an email. I put my email address at the beginning of the video. But I will see you guys next week. Until then.